So, Julie and I have been watching a lot of PewDiePie recently. So, who's your favorite non-Pokemon related YouTuber? Yeah.
Let's go! Cause I'm feeling like I'm running and I'm feeling like I gotta get away.
What's up, Ocean? You got Matt here, coach of your Montreal Milotics, and welcome to the IBL Week 10. Today we're facing off against the Chicago Cubs. Now, I don't know if I won or lost last week, guys, because I have not played my matchup yet. I'm recording this the day before I'm supposed to upload my Week 9 battle, but I have not recorded it. I have not played the game, so I don't know what my record is. I'll talk about that more when I upload that video. Hopefully it's before this one, but I don't know my record. But right now we have a chance to go 8-1 or 9-1 or 8-2. I can't remember, whatever it is. Anyways, we are playing against the 6-3 Chicago Cubs with a very scary roster, guys. I actually don't know what the chances are of us picking up a win here are, because his team is so threatening. So let's just go over what he has. So to start off, our opponent has the Kartana with Z moves, Mega Lopunny, Rotom Wash, Sylveon, Zygarde 10%, Amoonguss, Metagross, and Braviary. That's it. Only 8 Pokemon. Yeah, he only has 8 Pokemon. That's just the way his draft turned out, but it's because he has a ton of amazing threats. You look at his team, like, literally everything is an amazing threat. Even Braviary, which is his only Pokemon lower than Tier 4, Tier 3, I believe, that's still a huge threat. That's actually the biggest threat to our team, in case you didn't know. So let's just go over what we brought and why. So to start off, we have Rapunzel here, our Tangrowth, with the Rocky Helmet, Poison Jab, Hidden Heart Ice, Giga Drain, and Earthquake, with a relaxed nature. Let me find my notes. So basically, if I could find it, I don't have notes on. Oh no, I do. Never mind. So we are not OHKO'd by Jolly Max Attack ZX Scissor from Kartana. We are not 2KO'd by uninvested Sylveon's Hyper Voice. There we go. We do have a chance to go down to Specs Hyper Voice, and I'm worried about that. So yeah, we have Poison Jab there for the Sylveon. We have Hidden Heart Ice there for the Zygarde. Hits the Kartana decently hard. We also have there for the Amoonguss. We then have Giga Drain for the Rotom, and just for general recovery. And then we have Earthquake to hit something like the Metagross, Mega Lopunny as hard as possible, I guess. So yeah, moving on though, we have Chicken Run here, our Scarf Blaziken. This Pokemon is very important to us. It's extremely important. We have enough speed to outspeed an Adamant Mega Lopunny. He's going to be Adamant, I know it. If he's not Adamant, then he does not speed creep. And yeah, unless he was like predicting me to be Scarf and not be Jolly, because I can outspeed him if I'm Jolly, if he's Scarf. So if I'm Scarf Jolly, I'll outspeed him if he's Jolly. So I'm gonna be Adamant, playing a bit of mind games here. But we have Flare Blitz, High Jump Kick, Baton Pass, and Superpower. High Jump Kick is there because it does more damage. Superpower is there because I might need a guaranteed KO, so I don't want to risk the miss. And then Flare Blitz, of course, is a ton of damage. Basically, once the Rotom is gone, I click Flare Blitz 5 times and I win. And then we have Baton Pass just in case I feel he's going to switch out and I don't want to make the 50-50. So, yeah. And then what am I saying? Next up, though, we have Dainty here, our Florges. This Florges is important. Basically, I'm just going to go to my notes again. So this Florges set has enough investment so that after Leftovers recovery, we are never 2KO'd by modest Specs Hyper Voice from Sylveon. I have no switch-ins to that thing. My switch-ins are Excadrill, and I can't bring Excadrill this week because of Mega Lopunny, can't bring it because of Zygarde, so there's just too much for me to not bring Excadrill, and honestly, because of that, Florges is my only answer, and it still takes like 50%, which is ridiculous. Anyways, we have Wish, Moonblast, Protect, and Heal Bell. Obviously, Wish, Protect will be able to stall out the Hyper Voices. Moonblast is there for just general coverage. Hits everything pretty hard. Only the Amoonguss doesn't want to take the hit. Only the Amoonguss wants to take the hits. And then, of course, Kartana will be okay with taking it, and it can fire off a Smart Strike, but I feel like I have enough answers to Kartana to be able to deal with it. Next up, though, we have TR Tails, our Uxie here. U-Turn, Foul Play. This is not Thunder Wave, this is Stealth Rocks now. I've replaced that. And then Zen Headbutt. Zen Headbutt is there because I want to make sure that I can break the sub, the sub of a Mega Lopunny, since Foul Play does not guarantee to do that, especially if he has enough HP investment. But we have our spread is there so that we are max defense to take us from Kartana, Zygarde, Mega Lopunny, and Metagross. Actually, that's all I have. So yeah, that's that. We just take hits decently well, and we do live a Specs Hyper Voice from a Sylveon, which is really important to know as well. Then we have Dr. Penfield, or just Penfield this week, our Leftovers, Tri-Attack, Dark Pulse, Agility, Nasty Plot, Porygon-Z. Where have you seen this set before, I wonder? It's not like I bring it every week. We have our Double Dance Porygon-Z here, which is very strong against this team. I don't expect to get him both, the Agility and the Nasty Plot. Turk is a really good battler, so I'm expecting him to be able to kind of do a lot of things against us, but Tri-Attack and Dark Pulse are there because it hits everything. I want to have a Dark Pulse over Shadow Ball just in case he decides to switch out into the Mega Lopunny, just in case he decides to switch out into the Braviary. I just want to have something that could hit them instead of doing absolutely no damage like Shadow Ball would. And of course Sylveon does resist it, but we have Tri-Attack and we are adaptability. We are going to be hitting hard anyway, so we should be fine there. And then finally we have Pantene Dream here, our Mega Ampharos here. Enough speed so that at +2, I'm pretty sure at +2 we are outspeeding Mega, no, I'm pretty sure we're speeding Zygarde, or Zygarde or Mega Lopunny, I think. I can't remember. I think it's out of Mega Lopunny, I'm pretty sure. But it's just like, it's not meant to get it to +2, it's just like a failsafe just in case. We are not 2KO'd by Adamant's Sacred Sword or OHKO'd by Adamant's Z Sacred Sword from Kartana. And that's basically the only thing Kartana can do to touch us. And if we do lead up against this thing, then we're just clicking Volt Switch and getting out there. His ground type is Zygarde, and he's not going to bring Zygarde. I really don't think he will. We have Tangrowth, so... Yeah, if I had to make, I guess, the 6 that are on your screen right now as the 6 that are on the layup are the 6 that I'm thinking he's going to bring. I feel like he's going to bring, and I'm very confident in this, he's going to bring Scarf Braviary, he's going to bring ZX Scissor Kartana, he's going to bring, I don't know what kind of Metagross, I really don't know. He's going to bring Defensive Rotom Wash to handle my Blaziken, he's going to bring Specs, Modest Specs Sylveon, and he's going to bring Adamant Mega Lopunny with, I don't know, standard Mega Lopunny sets, Fake Out, Return, High Jump Kick, Substitute, or Quick Attack, something like that. Anyways, guys, that is my team. Let me know who you think will be the MVP of this week's matchup. Of course, I don't know if we won at week 9, but hopefully we can win this week. Yeah. Woo. Alright, let's get into the battle. Alright guys, here we are back with the battle, and as you can see on your screen, he brought the Kartana, Rotom Wash, Braviary, Metagross, Mega Lopunny, and the Sylveon. Now, he has no ground type. I am free to lead off with my Ampharos. If he has not spec Sylveon, we take a hit from anything, and we can go for Volt Switch and just get out of there. So that's my plan right here. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to actually skip a little bit ahead, because I know there's always a little bit of extra. Here, come on. There we go. Okay, so again, like I said before, I'm leading off with my Mega Ampharos, and Cameron Turk will be sending a challenge here, and he sends out his Kartana. I'm thinking this is perfect. He's not going to do anything to me. If I'm modest, then I OHKO him with T-Bolt, so he's got to switch out. So I go for my Volt Switch here, as he's going to switch out, and he's going to go straight into his Metagross thing. Okay, this is cool. I could do like 40% of this thing. I'm going to Mega Evolve here, Shiny Ampharos, Shiny Mega Ampharos, I mean, it's beautiful. I'm going to go for the Volt Switch here, Mold Breaker, and look at this. He does like 20%. And I'm thinking, okay, well, he's definitely max special attack, sorry, max special defense, max HP, assault vest. And right here I go for the high jump kick, predicting the Rotom to come in. And this is a very important turn, because if he stayed in and went for the Zen Headbutt, we would have lost straight up. But high jump kick comes out, and this is a 2-KO on Rotom all the time. He's max defense, I go for the high jump kick again, and we finish off the Rotom here. And this is awesome for us, because this is, now we can just click Flare Blitz, and we're going to be in a huge plus, an amazing spot. He goes to the Braviary, I switch out and I go into my Mega Ampharos. It is my best play here. He is definitely Scarf, and he goes for Brave Bird, then I'm going to lose the game. So Mega Ampharos comes out, he goes for the U-turn here, and this is going to do a decent chunk of damage. I'm really hoping he's Life Orb and he was bluffing the Scarf, but he is not. He's definitely Scarf, I definitely know it. He goes to Sylveon here, and I'm thinking he is definitely Specs here. I'm going to switch out and go with my Florges. We can take 2. I need my Ampharos alive still. Right now the least valuable member to my party is Oopsie, and then Porygon-Z. So I go for, he goes to the Hyper Voice here, and right here, that's where I know, yeah, he Specs. And we are definitely out of range now for the second Hyper Voice. So I'm going to go for the Wish right here, and he's going to go into his Metagross. I'm fine with that. I can go for the Wish, and I can go straight into my Uxie here. And I don't know what he's going to do. He's Assault Vest. He's not going to do anything to my Uxie. He can't go for the Toxic. He's probably going to go for the Meteor Mash, I'm thinking. And that's going to do nothing to us. So basically that allows us to get free rocks up. So I switch out, go into my Uxie here. He's actually going to, I don't know why it's shiny. I don't know why, but whatever. Shout out to the Jenner. So I go for the Zen Headbutt here, because the most important thing is getting chip damage off, because I want to make sure that I OHKO this thing with the Blaziken's Flare Blitz. He goes to Hyper Voice here. I should let this hit if I get my rocks, but of course he crits us, and yeah, that's really unfortunate. We can't get up our rocks, because my only way to beat the Braviary was to get up rocks and chip it down with Rocky Helmet Tangrowth. He's going to switch out now and to his Metagross, as I go for the Flare Blitz here, and this is going to take out whatever comes in. It's just going to Adamant, Blaziken, Flare Blitz, ridiculously strong. Anyways, guys, so we pick up a quick little 5-4 advantage here, and he's going to go into his Braviary. And again, my switch-in is the Ampharos here. So I'm going to go into my Ampharos, and he is actually going to go right now for the Brave Bird, surprisingly. I don't know why he went for the Brave Bird here. Maybe he thought I was going to stay in, but he's going to go for the Brave Bird, and we take these for days. It does, I believe, if he's Adamant, it does like 50 health at most. If he's Jolly, it'll do 40 health at most, which is pretty good for us. So he goes for the Brave Bird here. As I go for the Volt Switch, I know play not to go for the Volt Switch, as he will be just sacking off his Braviary here, which is amazing for us. It's just perfect, because now our Blaziken just comes in, picks up kills over and over and over. The only thing that actually doesn't die to it is the Lopunny, because Lopunny, I believe, has like, it'll live like, it has like 80 to 95%. But he goes into his Lopunny right here. He knows he's going to live. I'm going to switch out into my Tangrowth here. It is without a doubt my best play. Once I get some chip damage from Rocky Helmet on it, then we'll be able to beat that thing down with Flare Blitz. So he's going to Mega Evolve here, and I'm assuming he's going to click the Fake Out, because if he went for Return, then that would have been scary for him. But he goes to the Return here anyways, so nice bluff there, I guess. And he does about 40% to us, and it takes about 70% from Rocky Helmet. I'm going to go for the Poison Jab here, predicting the Sylveon, but of course he goes Kartana, and that's super unfortunate for us, but it's fine by me, because I can now go right into my Ampharos and sack that thing off. And at this point here, I'm like, okay, I read this guy perfectly. I read his team pretty well. I knew what he was going to bring, and he goes for the Porygon-Z, the Savage Spinout, the X Scissor, ZX Scissor, and this is going to definitely take out our Ampharos, it's fine. But the good news is, he now can't beat our Tangrowth unless it's his Sylveon. So that's awesome. And look at this animation, it's a great animation. I don't know why it's called Savage Spinout, but you know what? It's a great animation. It looks great. It's a powerful move. So he's going to take out our Ampharos, and we are up 4-2. And thankfully, he gets the attack boost, not the speed boost, because that would have been dangerous. I go into my Blaziken here, and I'm going to go for the Flare Blitz at this point. And Flare Blitz is going to do a ton of damage. It's actually going to take out this Kartana since he's not Sash or he's not Akaberry. So bye-bye. And we got a crit there. Did not matter at all. He's going to go into, I believe, his Sylveon right now. And I'm kind of confused because he could have gone into his Loft, threatened me out with the Fake Out into the Quick Attack. But I go for the Flare Blitz here, and this is a guaranteed KO, unless he's like max defense, max special attack, and no HP. But whatever, we get the KO there. Biggest threats to our team are gone, and we have 22 HP left. I know he's going to go for the Fake Out or the Quick Attack here, so I switch out and I go into my Tangrowth right here. And I'm not trying to preserve differential here, I'm just trying to make sure that I pick up the win, because if I don't go into my Tangrowth, there's a chance that he could actually beat me, and that's kind of scary. So he crits us there with the Fake Out, not a big deal. I go for the Giga Drain here, so he's going to go for the return, and we should be out of range for the next return after the Giga Drain here. I believe it does 84 points of health at most, so, and we get up to 93 there, so he's going to go for the return here, and wouldn't you know it, he actually got a almost max roll, and the Rocky Helmet will take him out. So we pick up a 4-0 win over the Chicago Cub Shoes. So GG to Turk. Make sure to check out his channel. His link will be in the description below. Like all the other IBL coaches, the links are always in the description. That's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to definitely leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also, let me know who your favorite Pokemon related YouTuber is, and yeah, hopefully we won week 9. I don't know if we're going to or not. I have a nice prep. I think we're playing against Brendan, or we played against Brendan when you're watching this. Anyways guys, that's it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you all next time.